Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video for you. And in today's video, yes, you saw the title. Okay, we're going to be talking about it. We are going to be talking about it. But before I get into talking about it, if you have not subscribed, do that. We are almost halfway to 1,000 because we're going to be at 500 soon. And then from there, we're going to be halfway to 1,000 subs. And that's amazing. So please help me get there. Okay. I make this content for you. And thank you to my returning subscribers. As always, love you, love you. And yeah, let's get into the conversation. Okay. So some of y'all might not be aware, but I make conspiracy theory type videos on this channel. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I always think deeper than what the surface level is with almost anything. Okay, so if you don't like this kind of content, if you're going to get pissed the fuck off, then I'm going to need you to go on ahead and leave this video. Because I'm going to say my, passing thoughts and whatever I feel or whatever's on my spirit at any point in time. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying, vibe with that, or you don't want to hear it, or you don't believe that it could be a thing, then just go on ahead and leave. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real, I think the industry be on some other shit 9 times out of 10, the shit that we would never think is going on, and shit that we would not, we're not going to be aware of from anything that we look at on a surface level, right? But I believe there's way more than meets the eye, okay? Some of these scenarios and situations that these celebrities go through, I would be traumatized from. I'd be traumatized from. Like, some of the stuff they're doing, I would be like, what? I wouldn't be able to do it, right? Go into the most popular one, and the most popular theory that we have seen across the board is Miss Doja Cat, okay? So people think that it is a humiliation ritual for Doja Cat to have gone through what she's gone through. As far as shaving her eyebrows and shaving her hair off, and her complete shift in her personality, and a complete shift in her imagery, and a complete shift in her music. Now, some people might not agree with that. They might just say she's going through a creative change, and you guys are just like, not okay with her going through a creative shift or anything like that, which I can totally understand why people would think that too. But me, there's just something that feels weird about it, especially with the demonic imagery attached to the, to the shift. So if there was no demonic energy or actions attached to the shift, then I don't even think I would have this take. But I definitely feel like it's something. And also, I found out that Doja Cat is not the only artist to have done this. So with the eyebrow shaving and the head shaving and all of that stuff, apparently that is not something that is synonymous to a Doja Cat because she wants to be edgy and different and cool. Apparently other celebrities in the industry have done the same thing, and it's a part of like a humiliation ritual type-esque thing, and that it's something more common than what we think. Britney Spears did it, but I think it was from a breakdown, but she also shaved off her eyebrows, her hair, and went kind of crazy, so to speak. Miley Cyrus did it. She shaved off her hair and went crazy. She didn't shave off her eyebrows, but she shaved off her hair, went crazy, did a completely 360 turnaround. Katy Perry, in a way, kind of did it. She shaved her hair, dyed it blonde, and went on a crazy rampage, I guess, in comparison to the music she used to make. It's more of a common thread than what we realized. Also, I didn't even realize artists like Kanye West also did it. But because Kanye West is a man, we don't look at it the same way as Doja Cat, a woman, and it was just a whole different thing. But Kanye West also shaved his eyebrows and his hair off, which is not a normal thing to do for anyone. But it's looked at as fun and quirky and different and unique and special when a celebrity does it, but it really isn't. It's weird, and it's not normal to do. Nobody questions how it's only celebrities who do this shit. Like, regular people on the street are not doing this shit, but we make an exception somehow for celebrities to do all of this weird abstract stuff because they're in Hollywood and because they're famous. But if any of us did this shit, we would be classified as ill and sent to the mental hospital immediately. I believe there's a reason for everything that's done in the industry. Also, artists like Madonna have done this as well, where they've shaved their eyebrows. There's a few other celebrities who have done this too. This is a widespread thing. This is not something that's just like, oh, Doja Cat's just being fun and different. No. So another thing I wanted to highlight that people were saying was a humiliation ritual, possibly, potentially, is Sexy Red's leaked tape, okay? And people feel as though it wasn't an accident and she posted it purposely because she had to, okay? And that's something I kind of lean towards as well. And some people might not want to lead towards that idea because Sexy Red is a hood girl and she has a hood aesthetic and she wouldn't be involved in anything that has to do with the industry or the occults or anything that's like creepy and weird or anything like that. People are just gonna assume that she posted it because she either felt like it or it was a revenge P type of situation, which it could be, it could be. I'm not gonna say that it isn't. But leaning towards, in order to be in the high places you want to be in and maintain the leverage that, she has in the industry and where she is right now, that you have to give something in order to get something. And I believe that it potentially could have been a, hey, you have to do this awful thing that I know you more likely don't want to do, but we're going to make you do it type of thing. And I don't know, I just automatically go there. Also, okay, Ice Spice, she didn't have anything explicitly like that to where, it got posted to Instagram and you can see her face and her parts and all of that. But people do think that the tape that allegedly was Ice Spice that leaked a while ago is actually her. I seen it. I don't know. Again, it's only really shows like the back. It has like a curly afro, puff that looks like her hair, and then, super light skin like Ice, and, the body and everything. It kind of looked like her from the back, but it might not be. It might have been a girl who just looked really much like her, right? But that could have been, if it is her, a humiliation ritual as well, where they were like, hey, you got to post something, you got to do something you don't want to do, you got to put out something, okay, but we won't put your face in it, we won't put any of your private parts in it, we'll just leave you out with the butt, and that's it. But I don't know, the video to me kind of looked like her, and we've seen so much of Ice Spice at this point. It could be her, right? And I believe that was probably something she had to put out, or the person who recorded it had to put out. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she's not getting the same kind of public embarrassment that a Sexy Red would, but if she knows it's her and she knows that she had to put it out, then it's still embarrassing. People who are around her who know it's her, that's still embarrassing. Again, I'm not saying that this is just, conspiracy, allegedly, discourse, a conversation. It's not anything that anyone can prove, okay? Also, the super elaborate outfits of Hollywood in terms of these really weird and embarrassing things. There's outfits that some of these celebrities wear that I would die if I ever had to wear. And, some people say it's for the sake of fashion, and it's high fashion, and it's high class. Something can be two things at once. Something can be considered high fashion and be considered very embarrassing. And I would cry if I had to be in any of these outfits or look this way. Like, what? They have her dressed up like a man and have like a fake mustache and beard on her with eyelashes? That is so embarrassing. There's so many outfits that these celebrities have worn over the years that have been, deemed as, fashion icon wear, when it's really embarrassing and it feels humiliation ritually to me. Katy Perry is a big one. Lady Gaga is a big one. Now Doja Cat is a big one. There's certain artists who we know for their elaborate outfits. This is not even sustainable. This thing that Katy Perry has on, where are her arms? You can't even, this is not even something that is functional to wear. And I get it's for the sake of, oh, I'm being showy, I'm at the Met Gala, but that is so embarrassing. This is a suit and tie, this is a high class event, and you're showing up as a burger. That's a humiliation thing. Because if I'm seen by anybody in Hollywood and I'm dressed like this, I'm going to be extremely embarrassed because everybody's going to be looking at me like I'm crazy, right? It's just not practical. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I think they are humiliation rituals set up to look like high class fashion and set up to look like, oh, this is what you want to look like. This is what you want to be. And it makes everybody think that, oh, this is in right now, or this is the look. And it's like, no, this is public humiliation. And it's dressed up to make it look like it's fashion. to me personally, and a lot of these artists who are dressed in certain ways that are just flat out embarrassing. And, you know, in ways to where there's no real point to it. You're going to sell all of us this illusion that it's fashion. And I honestly think everybody in the industry has to go through different things. Maybe not every single celebrity has to go with the humiliation route in the way that how they dress. Maybe it's, you know, like I said, potentially sexual, like Sexy Red and Ice Spice, allegedly. It could be sexual. It could be in a physical form in how you dress. It could be different ways. It might be different for everyone, for each individual. It might not be it might not all look the same. Okay. People also say that the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation was a humiliation ritual for Will, and that it was for Will to get to the next level, you know, of where he needed to get to. Even though Will is already super famous and acclaimed and everything like that, some people feel as though it was a whole stage thing, and he knew it was going to happen, and Chris knew it was going to happen, and Jada knew it was going to happen. Maybe some people in the crowd even knew it was going to happen. But the point is that, you know, Will still won the Oscar that night that he needed to win. And, you know, at the end of the day, um, there are a lot stranger things I feel like that are happening in the industry than what, you know, we think. And it was very weird and very out of character for Will, you know, very random. It was just such a random thing to happen, you know, and it made a lot of people question and really dive deeper into it. So, you know, again, this is conspiracy. I like to have conversations. I always think deeper into things. And I could be 100% wrong about all this shit. And everybody else who thinks this could be 100% wrong, bitch. But, you know, that's the fun of it all. I like to have a conversation. So, what do you guys think about this type of conversation when it comes to, you know, leaked, you know, XXX films and tapes and, you know, dressing crazy and having to say and do certain things? What do you guys think that there's any validity to any of that stuff? Or is it just all happenstance and it's all just, you know, whatever? You know what I'm saying? So, you guys let me know what you think, how you feel, and I would love to hear it. Keep it respectful in the comments, bitch. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.